What if the watch you worked months to afford is nothing more than a marketing campaign strapped to your wrist? Today we are breaking down 10 watch brands, 5 where your money funds celebrity endorsements, influencer deals, and the illusion of luxury, and 5 where every dollar goes into engineering, materials, and real craftsmanship. From builds that cost under $50 but retail for hundreds, to movements that survived NASA qualification testing, this list separates substance from spectacle. We start at number 10, a brand whose six-figure sponsorship deals may matter far more than what is actually inside the case. In the 10th place, Hublot's Big Bang stands as the poster child for marketing-driven luxury. Behind the bold design and celebrity endorsements, the watch is powered by an ETA 2824-derived movement, a mass-produced Swiss engine that retails to manufacturers for just $330 to $400 per unit. The total bill of materials for a typical Big Bang, including the movement, case, and assembly, hovers between $1,200 and $1,800. Yet the boutique price routinely hits $12,000 or more. What bridges that gap is not horological innovation, but a relentless sponsorship machine. LVMH's own filings reveal that nearly 20% of Hublot's revenue is funneled into marketing, Formula One partnerships, athlete ambassadorships, and splashy digital campaigns. Usain Bolt, Kylian Mbappé, and a rotating cast of influencers do more to drive sales than any technical achievement inside the case. On the pre-owned market, the story gets even starker. Chrono24 data shows a 10 to 15% drop in value within the first year, a sign that the market recognizes the difference between hype and substance. Strip away the sponsorships and the six-figure ad budget, and what is left is a watch whose mechanical value is a fraction of its retail price. For buyers, that means paying a premium not for what is on your wrist, but for the names and logos that orbit it. Number 9. Daniel Wellington. Classic rewrites the luxury playbook, not with Swiss heritage or mechanical mastery, but with a marketing formula built for the Instagram age. The entire illusion starts with a bill of materials that barely breaks $15. Inside, a generic Japanese quartz module, often a Miyota or Ronda, sourced in bulk for the price of a fast food lunch, ticks behind a minimalist dial. The case and strap are standard issue, CNC machined in Asia, with packaging that costs more than the movement itself. Yet the retail price lands at $149, a margin that would make even seasoned luxury executives blush. The real engine behind Daniel Wellington's meteoric rise isn't what's in the box. It's the $30 million poured into influencer campaigns. Micro-influencers flood social feeds with promo codes, wrist shots, and carefully staged lifestyle photos. Over 1.2 million Instagram posts carry the hashtag, turning a $15 watch into a must-have status accessory. The so-called Swedish heritage gets repeated in press kits, but the company's registration points to a UK address and a founding story built for branding, not for horology. On the resale market, the mask slips even further. Pre-owned prices dip 12 to 18% below retail within a year, a signal that the market recognizes the gap between perception and reality. Strip away the social media hype, and what's left is a mass-produced quartz watch masquerading as aspirational luxury, proof that in this corner of the industry, the only thing ticking faster than the seconds hand is the marketing spend. 8th place, MVMT Chrono 2 pulls back the curtain on how social media scale can outweigh substance in today's watch market. When Movado Group paid $100 million to acquire MVMT, they were not buying horological innovation. They were buying a ready-made audience. The Chrono 2, a flagship model, runs on a Miyota chronograph movement that costs about $18 wholesale. The case and strap, sourced from contract factories, add another $12. Packaging, branding, and assembly bring the total bill of materials to just under $50. Yet the retail price lands at $199, with the bulk of the margin funneled straight into influencer campaigns and digital marketing. Movado's own press release emphasized MVMT's online reach and brand engagement, not any technical prowess. Teardown blogs and customer review threads repeat the same refrain. Attractive design, but complaints about durability, loose pushers, and unreliable chronograph functions are common. The real story is in the numbers. It was a brand that could be built for less than a dinner out and flipped for 9 figures, all because its Instagram following proved more valuable than its engineering. For buyers, that means paying for digital clout, not craftsmanship. Strip away the hashtags, and what is left is a watch whose construction is as thin as its marketing is loud. Number 7. TAG Heuer Carrera leans hard on its racing legacy, but the numbers behind the price tell a different story. The Carrera retail tag, ranging from $2,500 to $5,500, rests not on breakthrough engineering, but on a heritage narrative polished for the showroom floor. Beneath the sapphire crystal, many Carrera models house ETA 2892A2 movements, a reliable Swiss engine, but one that is widely available to any brand willing to pay the wholesale rate. TAG Heuer's own filings reveal that roughly 20% of its revenue is funneled straight into marketing, with sponsorships spanning Formula One, Porsche, and a roster of celebrity ambassadors. That is a marketing budget in the $35 million to $40 million range, outpacing what the brand invests in movement development or case finishing. LVMH annual reports confirm that TAG Heuer's sales-to-marketing ratio tracks closely with its peers in the luxury segment, yet the finishing on most Carrera dials and cases remains average at best, machine applied with little evidence of handwork. On the secondary market, Carrera buyers feel the sting. Resale values dip about 12% within the first year, according to Chrono24 data. What sustains the price is not technical innovation, but the relentless reinforcement of a racing image, a strategy that turns nostalgia into margin. For consumers, the premium is not for what is inside the case, but for the story spun around it. Number 6. Vincero Rogue wraps direct-to-consumer gloss around a build that costs less than a dinner for two. The numbers tell a stark story. Inside the Rogue ticks a Miyota 1L22 quartz movement, a Japanese module that industry distributors list at just $5 per unit. Add up the mineral glass, stamped steel case, printed dial, nylon strap, and basic assembly, and the full bill of materials lands at about $46. Yet the retail price soars to nearly $300. That margin is not paying for horological innovation. Instead, Vincero pours resources into digital advertising and high-profile sponsorships, most notably its official partnership with the UFC. The brand's logo appears on fighter gear and promotional reels, linking the Rogue to a world of televised spectacle and athletic bravado. But for buyers, the illusion of affordable luxury fades quickly. Trustpilot and Reddit threads are littered with complaints about warranty denials, failing clasps, and finishes that wear out in months. On the resale market, Vincero watches drop by a quarter of their value the moment they leave the box, a sign that the market recognizes the gap between image and substance. With the Rogue, the price of admission is less about what is on your wrist and more about the story sold to you through relentless ads and borrowed prestige. This marks the end of the marketing-driven half of the list and the pivot to brands where engineering, not advertising, defines real value. Number 5. The Sinn 856 delivers a masterclass in engineering where marketing takes a backseat to measurable performance. The heart of the 856 is its R dehumidifying capsule, a sealed chamber filled with inert gas that actively absorbs moisture inside the case. This is not a gimmick, it is a patented system that prevents internal fogging even after sudden temperature swings, eliminating one of the most common failure points in field watches. The case itself is treated with Sinn's Tegement technology, a proprietary nitrogen plasma hardening process that raises surface hardness far beyond standard stainless steel. While most watches pick up scratches and scuffs from daily wear, independent scratch tests show the tegument finish shrugs off abrasions that would leave visible marks on untreated metal. The 856 does not stop at toughness. It is also engineered for magnetic resistance, built to withstand fields up to 80,000 amperes per meter, 10 times what typical Swiss watches can tolerate. This is not just a claim on a spec sheet. Sinn's own technical PDF documents show compliance with the DN 8309 magnetic standard, and teardown videos confirm the presence of a soft iron cage shielding the movement. In a market where marketing budgets often eclipse research and development, Sinn puts its money into the watch itself. The result is a tool built for real-world extremes, with construction quality that stands up to independent scrutiny. At an entry luxury price, the 856 proves that substance, not image, is what endures. Number 4. Nomos Glaschut. Tangente stands as a testament to what small-scale German watchmaking can achieve when engineering, not marketing, drives value. Inside the Tangente beats the DUW 6101, an automatic movement that measures just 3.6 millimeters thick, one of the slimmest full-rotor automatics in its price class. Unlike brands that rely on outsourced components or generic Ebauch kits, Nomos machines its bridges, plates, and the majority of movement parts in its own Glaschut facility, with only the hairspring sourced externally. The brand's patented swing system escapement, protected under German patent DE 2214568, represents a rare feat: vertical integration of the regulating organ, a component so complex that even many Swiss giants outsource it. Teardown videos confirm that the DUW 6101's balance spring, balance wheel, and escapement are all produced in-house, with the patent's dual-screw bridge fixation visible under magnification, a detail that improves positional stability and energy efficiency. The finishing, while not extravagant, is honest: Glaschut ribbing, blued screws, and sunburst ratchet wheels, all applied by hand. For those seeking substance over status, Nomos offers engineering transparency and genuine in-house craft, setting the stage for even higher horological achievement further up the list. Coming to the top 3, Grand Seiko's Spring Drive Snowflake sets a new standard for measurable precision and finishing in modern watchmaking. At the heart of the SBGA 211 beats a hybrid regulator that blends a traditional mainspring with an electronic quartz reference. This is not marketing spin. The result is accuracy that rivals the most advanced chronometers. In a recent 30-day independent timing test conducted by the Swiss Federal Institute of Metrology, the Spring Drive registered a deviation of -0.8 seconds per day, outperforming many Swiss icons and delivering on Grand Seiko's claim of ±1 second daily accuracy. That level of consistency is not theoretical. It is certified, repeatable, and documented. But the Snowflake's reputation does not rest on the movement alone. The case and hands are finished using Zaratsu polishing, a labor-intensive mirror technique that has become a calling card for Grand Seiko. Metallurgical analysis presented at the International Horology Conference measured the surface roughness at just 23 nanometers, a finish so flat and lustrous that it is nearly an order of magnitude finer than typical Swiss competitors, whose cases often measure in at 80 to 120 nanometers. Achieving this level of polish requires hundreds of hours of handwork, not machine automation or cosmetic shortcuts. The emphasis on finish is unmistakable. Grand Seiko's approach upends the old narrative that only Swiss brands can deliver true luxury. Here, the proof is in the numbers: certified accuracy, documented finishing standards, and a patented movement architecture. In a market crowded with heritage stories and lifestyle branding, the Spring Drive Snowflake stands on substance, engineering, not image, drives its value. Number 2. Tudor Black Bay MT5602 brings Rolex-adjacent manufacturing standards to a mid-luxury segment with a technical pedigree that is more than just a story. Inside the case beats the Canisi-manufactured caliber MT5602, a movement co-developed by Tudor and Chanel, not bought off the shelf. This automatic engine delivers a 70-hour power reserve, nearly 3 full days of running time, a figure that puts it ahead of many Swiss competitors in the same price bracket. But it is not just longevity that sets the Black Bay apart. Every MT5602 is submitted for COSC certification, meaning it must perform within -4 to +6 seconds per day under independent Swiss testing. That is not a marketing slogan, it is a third-party guarantee logged in the COSC registry and traceable by serial number. Tudor's approach to quality control is equally rigorous. Each Black Bay undergoes a battery of tests, including water resistance checks at 150% of its rated depth and exposure to magnetic fields up to 15,000 amperes per meter, well beyond what most daily environments throw at a watch. Service center documentation confirms these protocols, with every movement tracked from assembly to final sign-off. The result is a watch that delivers not just the appearance of luxury, but the technical depth to back it up. In an industry where the gap between marketing and mechanical reality is often wide, Tudor's Black Bay closes it with engineering, certification, and manufacturing transparency. This is what substance looks like at scale, setting the stage for the ultimate standard in horological credibility. And finally, in first place, the Omega Speedmaster Professional stands as the definitive proof that documented engineering, not branding, is the ultimate currency in watchmaking. The story begins with a challenge set by NASA in 1964. Only one wristwatch would be certified for all-manned spaceflight, and only after surviving a gauntlet of tests that bordered on destruction. The Speedmaster's manual wind caliber 321 endured thermal vacuum chambers swinging from -70 to +150 degrees Celsius, shocks of 30 G, high-frequency vibrations, and the corrosive humidity of a spacecraft's sealed environment. NASA's own logs record the outcome. Every competitor failed, except the Omega. On March 1, 1965, the Speedmaster became the only chronograph flight qualified for all missions. That status was later cemented on Apollo 11 when it kept time on the lunar surface. It deviated less than half a second over 8 days in the harshest conditions known to man. But the legacy did not freeze in the past. The modern Speedmaster Professional, now powered by the coaxial caliber 3861, is tested under the Metis Master Chronometer program. The movement not only matches but exceeds its lunar forebear, shrugging off magnetic fields up to 15,000 Gauss, 10 times the original NASA requirement. Recent independent lab reports show some units tolerating 25,000 amperes per meter before any measurable deviation, a figure that puts most luxury watches to shame. The coaxial escapement, protected by U.S. Patent 7692835, reduces friction and wear, extending service intervals and ensuring accuracy within -4 to +6 seconds per day, even after exposure to extreme environments. This is not a story built on celebrity endorsements or lifestyle campaigns. It is a watch whose value is measured in test results, patent filings, and a half-century of operational records. The Speedmaster's price reflects what is inside the case, engineering validated by the world's most demanding space agency, and by today's most rigorous anti-magnetic certification. In a market where image is often everything, the Speedmaster proves that construction, not branding, is what endures. Across all 10 brands, one truth cuts through the noise. Marketing can inflate a price tag, but it can't forge true horological value. The gulf between hype and real engineering isn't just wide, it's deliberate. In watches, construction outlasts illusion every time. The smart buyer knows, craftsmanship wears better than any story ever sold. Which side would you trust on your wrist? Drop your thoughts in the comments.